Hey guys, spend the day with me, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Guys, no joke, but it was 4:30 in the morning. But at this point, I was just ready to go back to bed. And if you guys cannot tell, I'm not a morning person at all.
I wanna go back to bed.
You guys might be asking yourself, Quinn, why are you up so early at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because we have to go to the airport for a 4-hour flight to St. John. I'm literally so excited, I could die. Not really though, don't quote me on that.
Okay, so I got changed. This is the fit for today. I had these glasses and they fit the aesthetic, but they're like so scratched up. Nope. But anyways, I think I'm just gonna leave my hair like this. I might put just like a little bit of stuff on it, but no, I think that's good. Okay, so I got my backpack and we're leaving right now, so. Okay, so we've made it into the car and I think we're about to leave. It's so dark outside, oh my god.
So now it's time to drive to the airport, and at this point I was so tired I could literally take a nap. And so that is what I did, like basically the whole drive. Not really though, I put on my headphones and I listened to some music and watched Dance Moms. And for real though, the sunset was so pretty. And then we finally made it to the airport after 2 hours of driving, and it was time to get out of the car. And we also got our luggage from the back and everything. Once we got our luggage from the car, we had to ride a shuttle to the airport from the parking lot, and so that's what we did. Once the shuttle dropped us off at the airport entrance, we got our luggage from the shuttle, and we walked in and we did our bag check and everything. At this point, I was feeling okay. I was awake and thriving. Once they took our bags, we had to go through TSA. It wasn't that bad of a line. We got through it pretty quick. Once we got done with TSA, we had to ride 3 different escalators to get to the underground shuttle that'll take us to where we board our plane. There were so many escalators. Once we got done with those, we waited for our train and so we could board it. Then we boarded it, took a little ride, and then we got off where we would normally board our flight. And there was another escalator. Kind of fun though. But anyways, once we sat down and got situated, we got some breakfast. I just got the bacon and eggs with a Coke. And then we went to one of the little shops and got some snacks to eat on the plane. And we got some Starbucks. I usually get the dragon fruit refresher. And it's my go-to. I love this stuff. But it took us a couple hours, and then we started to board our flight. They checked our tickets, and then we were on. We found our row on the airplane and got seated. And then we just waited for the airplane to take off. And this time of waiting, I took a couple of minutes to study the movies and stuff to find what I wanted to watch. And then we took off. This was movie 1. Try to guess what movie you think it is. I love to fly on airplanes. It's so fun. I watched my movie and got a little snack and a drink. And then just looked out the window at the pretty views and watched the rest of my movie. At this point, we had about 2 hours left, which wasn't that bad. I just ordered this. I don't know. But anyways, this is hour 1. I think on the plane. We have 2 hours to go. And then after I finished my first movie, we watched the second movie. Try to guess what this movie is too. I got another Coke. This was very delicious. I also love the ice they give you. Alright, so it's been 2 hours now. And this is, I think we have an hour and a half to go. At this point, we had just a couple minutes until we landed. Alright, so we're about to land. We're really close to that chicken you guys after we land and stuff. And this is my favorite part of flying, whenever you can really see all of the beautiful lands and islands. Once we got off our flight, this was really weird. I've never been to an airport like this, but you don't get off at a terminal. But once we got off the plane, we got our bags, and then we went to go wait for another shuttle because we had to take a boat to the island that we're staying on. You can either take a boat or fly on a little plane. we decided to take a little ferry, and we got our luggage all packed up on the ferry and everything. And then we boarded the ferry. And then we started to drive across the ocean. It was so pretty out here. I love it out here, especially with the sunset in the background. Once we got off the ferry, we got our luggage and we waited for my mom and dad to go get the car for us. Hey guys, so I honestly don't know where we left off last, but I had such a blast today, which it was like a really long day, really tiring. And it's like 8 o'clock here. It's very late or very early, but I'm tired, okay? I had a long day, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!